to have a really good time, and it's sure to make you smile. On the bus, in the car, on the AirPods without wires. Rank it up on the worksite, it's the Bad and Liam podcast. Bad and Liam podcast.
G'day there, podcaster. A little bit of a different episode today. Ben's broadcasting from his home. You'll hear us talk about that a lot in the show. And I am coming from the studio. What do you think? Do you reckon we're going to do another, 5 or 6 shows like this, do you think?
Yeah, I think so. At least 5 more. Yeah, which is fine. We'll get through it.
We'll get through it. We'll get through it. Let's see how we think the show went after this. Enjoy. Good morning, Adelaide, and good morning, Ben.
Hey, good morning. How does it sound?
Sounds like you're broadcasting from a shoe. This is not great. Look, yesterday Ben and I were joking that in almost 10 years we've only ever done one show in a different room. That's when Ben was broadcasting from Sydney. I flew back home for my 21st birthday so I could go to the Village Tavern and celebrate with my friends, and it sucked. The show sucked. And we're laughing. Oh, how we laughed yesterday.
Oh, we laughed.
And today is the second show that is going to suck because we're in different rooms because your brand new wife got a bit of COVID.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You feeling all right?
Yeah, I feel like not too bad, but it's more so just, I guess, close contact. So after the show today, I'll go and get the test, and then we'll find out if I can come in tomorrow.
Yeah. You feel good, you sound terrible. It really is. It's like you'd be better off just calling me on the phone line, I reckon. I reckon it would sound better if you just called through.
Hope you're having a pod blast with the podcast.
Ben, your wife, Sam, has a lovely tattoo of some of your handwriting on her arm, right?
Yeah, she does. She's just got "I love you" from a note that I wrote her a while ago now, but she got it tattooed on her.
You see, I love that. That's nice. That's classy. It's very faint. Over the weekend, Ben, we were hanging out with some mutual friends of ours, Chris and Kat. They've also actually recently got married, and Kat's got some new ink. Have you seen it?
I haven't seen it. No.
She's got a new tattoo. It's so what it is. It's her husband's initials, Chris Maddie, CM. She's got CM on her arm, and it's nice. And my fiance Sarah was like, "Oh my god, I love that. You know, Sam's got her tattoo. I love that one that Kat's got." She's like, "After the wedding, we should do that. We should get matching tattoos of our initials." And I was like, "Oh yeah, that's not a bad idea." And I was thinking about it, and I was like, Sarah Stapleton, I don't think having SS tattooed on my arm is a great move. Like if you've done your year 10 history, it's not a good look. Like in all the promo shots, you know what I mean, for Nova. It's not the crowd we're trying to attract here in the mornings.
So obviously, our friend Kat, she got the CM. Did he get it on him as well, or did she just get it?
He hasn't got it yet, so I think that's that's saying something, isn't it?
Ben and Liam, it's like dopamine for your ears.
610, hallelujah, it's 610.
Yep, that's right, Liam. The 610 quiz. I might sound a bit different this morning. I'm broadcasting from home, but still, doesn't mean the 610 quiz does not happen.
Yeah, Olivia in Manapara West. Good morning. How you doing? You there, Olivia?
Hello. How you going?
Also, because Ben's at home, it means producer Andy is doing the buttons this morning. And he's not doing a great job, but he's doing a better job than I would. Just know it would be a true car crash if I attempted to ever do that. Okay, well, let's get into these questions. If you get all 5 right, you get to pick the next song we play. And also, just being on air, you are in the draw for Nova's 10K day in May. How good's that?
Amazing.
It is Star Wars Day. May the 4th be with you. There are hundreds of characters in Star Wars, like Jabba the Hutt or even Sebulba from The Phantom Menace. Can you name any other character?
Darth Vader.
Very good.
Ooh, good one.
Could have also gone with Watto, the Toydoranian junk dealer from Mos Espa, who bought
Clearly Liam's got his head stuck in Phantom Menace world.
Yeah. Little Annie! People say it's a bad movie. I disagree with those people. Okay, Olivia, next question. The Met Gala was yesterday. Blake Lively stunned everyone in a Statue of Liberty-inspired dress. In which teen drama did she play Serena?
Oh, I've got no idea.
Any teen dramas come to mind? Do you just want to have a guess?
No, I don't know.
Oh, okay. Sorry, Olivia. We're going to have to move on to Ange now in Fulham Gardens. Do you know the series we're talking about? Blake Lively was in it.
Look, I'm just going to have a wild stab in the dark,
Yeah.
and because Serena sounds like a witch name, so maybe it's something like
Yeah. You're thinking
Teen
of...
Witch or something.
Yeah, you're thinking of Sabrina. That's not Serena, that's Sabrina. There's a B in the witch's name. But, good guess, a good guess. I think you were on the right sort of track. Andy in Lyndoch. Serena, played by Blake Lively. Do you know the show?
I'm going to go Gossip Girl, mate.
Yeah,
Hey,
well done.
you got it.
Got a Gossip Girl fan on the line. Okay, Jetstar is giving away free return on flights in celebration of their birthday. Can you give us their tagline?
I would never clue, mate.
All right, well, that's unfortunate. I suppose we'll... good on you for falling on your own sword, though. Let's move to Keith in Seacliff Park. Do you know the tagline for Jetstar? It used to be at the end of the ads. I think Magda Shabansky was doing it back in the day.
Oh man, I have absolutely no idea.
Cool.
It's like a little jingle. It's like a little, when you think Jetstar, what's their slogan?
No, I'm blank on that one.
Yeah, all right, well, cool. We'll move on to Matt. Do you know the tagline?
All day low fares.
All day low fares. I mean, you've made it up off the cuff, and it's close to it, but it's not the case. Chris from Elizabeth, come on, Jetstar's tagline.
Oh, would it be Let's Fly Jetstar?
100%.
Bang.
He's got it. Happy birthday to Audrey Hepburn, who would be turning 93 today. Didn't quite make it, obviously. Which famous film did she star in based off a jewellery store? It's also
What was her name, sorry?
Audrey Hepburn. It's like her most famous movie. It's also, there's a song about it.
And it's named after a jewellery store?
Yeah, maybe having breakfast there.
Nah, man, right over the head. I'll tell you.
No worries. It's been a pretty slow morning. Fiona in Fulham Gardens. Come on, the Audrey Hepburn movie. You'd know it. Jewellery
Tiffany's.
store. Yeah, Tiffany's, yeah. Breakfast at Tiffany's. Last one. Billie Eilish stole the show at the Met Gala yesterday. Can you finish these lyrics?
So you're a tough guy, like you really rough guy. Just can't get enough guy, just always so puff guy. I'm that bad type, make your mama sad type, make your girlfriend mad type, might seduce your dad type.
Here we go.
I'm the bad guy.
Done it! Yeah! Good stuff, Fiona. Okay, you're in the draw to win $10,000. You also get to pick the next song we play. Would you like to hear maybe Ben's song?
I haven't been having a lot of luck with my song, so hopefully you do choose mine. Or would you like to hear Liam's song this morning?
What a thumper. Sam Sparrow's song about discount products in Coles. Black and gold.
Yeah, look, I'm going to go with Liam's because I'm having my first personal training session today, and I need something a bit more jazzy and pumping.
Yeah,
so
well, hey,
Liam,
Okay.
Fiona, good luck. You crunch it out. Simple Plan does not get you in the mood to play with a medicine ball and that sort of thing. So I think Sam Sparrow is going to have to be it. You've won the 610 quiz this morning. You are with Ben and Liam.
I wanna be next to you, like a gold, like a gold, like a gold.
Hey, do you ever feel like a holiday after your holiday?
Plan your getaway now and make up for missed holidays with whatif.com.
And select hotels are fully refundable, so you can book with confidence.
Booking cancellation windows apply. What if it's Aussie for travel?
Ben and Liam. Liam, that's me. I'm broadcasting from home. I'm all right. But Ben, he is broadcasting from his house.
Yeah, so look, I'll be honest. I didn't have the best day in the world yesterday, which is the highs and lows of life. I got married on Saturday, best day of your life. And then yesterday, it was up there with one of the worst days.
One of the worst?
Of my life.
Oh, my God.
Well, look, I know that's a big call, but here's the thing. I was at home, and I started, getting sick. I don't feel too good.
Odds on.
But
like
I thought...
I'd be putting money on you having COVID. for sure.
Yeah, for sure. So I'm feeling run down, wasn't feeling great, but I don't like not being productive. Like when there's jobs to do at home, I feel like I just need to do them. So I got grapevines out the back, kind of growing over the pergola, and slowly but surely I'm cutting them down, so that they can regrow next year. And I've been putting them into the green bin. The green bin fills up quite quick, so I'm always up there cutting those grapevines. I do it all the time, and I was cutting them, and I made an error. I had a finger in the wrong spot, and I did snip the end of my finger off. I am sending you a photo now, Liam, just in Messenger so you can see it. That's me cutting my finger off.
Yeah, that's deep, isn't it? That's
so that's cut through. Yeah, that's cut through, and then it was kind of hanging there, and then they glued it back down for me, and now it's all wrapped up.
So you had to go to hospital and all, of course.
Yeah.
That's
It was weird.
It's sort of just, I'd say there's not even a centimetre. It's probably like, 800?
It's like half a centimetre hanging it on. But
then it's gone right through your nail as well.
Yeah. So what happened was, it was weird because when I did it, I was cutting the grapevine and I cut the end of my finger, and then I think adrenaline kicked in because it didn't hurt. It didn't feel like anything. I was like, and I looked at it and my fingertip was just kind of hanging there by the skin. I was like, that's really weird. And then after like 2 seconds, it just started spraying out like a fountain. And I was like, oh my God. And then I ran inside and I said to my now wife, Sam, I was like, can you get me a Band-Aid? Because I wasn't really I was just, I need something for it.
You needed a towel and some
I needed
tape.
Yeah. And then she was like, what? And I was like, give me a Band-Aid. And then she came out and she saw the blood spurting everywhere and she started screaming. And then she got the first aid kit. And then we kind of we got the tea towel, wrapped it up with that just to try and stop the bleeding. And then we went to the hospital and they fixed it up for me. But I tell you what, I was certainly having a bad day. That's why 13-24-10. Have you had a bad day? Give us a buzz, because I'm pretty sure I got COVID. I definitely cut the end of my finger off. And so I certainly was not having a good day yesterday.
This is all yesterday, right?
It was all yesterday, yeah.
It's safe to say I think I had a worse day than you.
You reckon?
Yeah. I mean, I found out you might have COVID, which worried me as a mother. and I was really tired yesterday as well. I just wasn't concentrating. Was running a little late for work. Don't know if you've done this one before. Reversed out of the garage before I'd opened the bloody door.
Oh.
Smack, just went, I was like, a bit of speed as well, because I'm late. Just smashed into the garage door, got to get a new garage door. And I've snapped the, cap off of the back of the windscreen wiper. So now when I spray, you know how you can spray water at the back and it sprays up on your windscreen? Now it just sprays directly out at cars behind me. It's like oil slick in a James Bond movie.
The only positive from that story, Liam, is, I don't know about you, but I've always heard those ads for the roller door doctor, and I've always wondered who's calling the roller door doctor, but now you get to call them.
I actually, I'm friends with the guy who's the roller door doctor. I never told you that. No, I went to school with the roller door doctor's son. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Yeah, I know. I went to school with a few doctors, roller door doctors, that is. So, I will have to get the Ricks clan to come around and fix me up, that's for sure.
But then the third one was, I didn't even tell you this yet, Liam, our fridge broke. Our fridge literally stopped working yesterday. So all of our food's gone bad. And then the worst part is with that, right, is the freezer still works, but the fridge is broken. But here's the thing, because we've got COVID in the house, we can't go and get a new fridge. So we're going to have to live out of the freezer, or I don't know, live old school and just eat pickled things for 7 days.
I know you've got about 8 kilos of wedding cake at your place, and I know you're not going to be able to get through it, just the two of you, in the next 24 hours. And all I'm saying is, my friend, I'm here to help. So
if you want some COVID cake, you can come over and have some COVID cake.
Yeah. Wuhan sauce. Yummy. We're very spicy. Yeah, no, I'll have the cake, but I will not be giving you a new fridge. Anyway, 13-24-10. Have you had a bad day? 'Cause you had a bad day. Celeste, tell us about your bad day.
So I had all 4 of my wisdom teeth out in chair just before the Easter long weekend. So all in one day. First of all, ow, hurt a lot.
Of course.
Then I managed to pop a stitch on one side. And then I also rat tested positive for COVID and started getting really sick. And it was on the Friday, so I couldn't even call my dentist, nor would I have been able to go because I had COVID.
No. So you were just all COVID-y walking around with a popped stitch.
Yeah, so I was just at home with a lot of Panadol and Nurofen, feeling very sorry for myself.
Well, it sounds like you had a bad day.
'Cause you had a bad day.
Thanks, Daniel Powder. All right, let's move on. Maddie, you also had a bad day?
Hi, Ben and Liam. Sorry, I didn't think I'd get through. I'm sitting in my uni car park at the moment, so my bad
That's okay.
day.
It's not a rule we have where we don't speak to people in uni car parks. It's, everyone is always welcome, and you especially, Maddie.
Thank you. So my bad day was, so I work in the supermarket and I was collecting one of those taboo orders, so I have to go out the back and pack a bunch of the stuff into the trolley, and as I was doing it, something spooked me and I sent flying a massive jar of really pungent curry paste. And it spilled all over the floor, and it stunk for 3 days. And I had to clean it up while everyone from different departments was watching me. I smelt of it. I had to go clean up the materials in the bakery. It was an absolute mess.
Oh, that's a bad day right there.
'Cause you had a bad day.
I mean, if you're going to drop curry paste, you don't want it to be pungent. That is the thing. Moving on now to Graham, mate. You've had a bad day.
Yeah, when I was a trainee hotel manager in the UK, I'd been at this hotel 3 weeks, and a gentleman walked in overalls and said, "Oh, I'm the TV repairman. I've come to replace the TVs." So being keen and wanting to show enthusiasm, I helped him put 67 TVs in the back of a truck, a van, and he drove off. And I went off to the manager and I said, "Go, I'm exhausted. I've been busy an hour and a half loading the TVs into the back of the van." And he said, "What do you mean?" I said, "Well, the TV repairman's replacing TVs." And he went, "No." And I went, "Yeah, he's just taken 67 TVs. I've just helped him load them in the back of the van."
Oh, my God.
"No." And I went, "I remember the name of the van. It had BS TV repairs." And he went, "Yeah, bullshit TV repairs."
Oh, Graham.
Had a bad day. Everyone did.
You helped rob your new workplace of 67 TVs.
Graham, that is unbelievable.
I became manager of that hotel 5 years later.
How did that happen? They have a short memory span. I got to tell you that. Yeah, I don't think we're beating that. That is a bad day.
Ben and Liam. Dopamine for your ears.
And right now we're playing this. Room. We haven't done this in a couple of years, probably for good reason. If you didn't know, Ben may have COVID, so he's broadcasting from his house at the moment. I am in the studio. Ben, you are in a special room. Would you say this is one of your favourite rooms in the house?
I would say it's one of my favourite rooms, Liam. I would say that I spend quite a bit of time in this room. And also, I feel like you got bad memories of this because I don't know if you remember, but for a while there, our boss, Vegan Ben, he enjoyed this game. So I think we're in for a good one.
Okay. Well, yeah, I remember there was that one time where we used to play it when we were in the studio and people would call through from their rooms. And there was that lady, we went along for maybe like 8 minutes and then she was like, "No, I'm in my reptile room." Like, how the hell were we ever going to get that in a million years?
Which we argued was just another bedroom that had reptiles in it, but she claimed it was a reptile room.
Yeah, not everyone has a reptile room. Anyway, let's move to some callers here. If you can pick which room Ben is in his own house, you'll score yourself a $200 Endota Spa voucher. Perfect Mother's Day coming up. Katie in Golden Grove, where do you think Ben is?
Good morning. Are you still in your PlayStation room if you spend a lot of time in there?
Oh, sorry, I'm not in the PlayStation room.
Oh, it was good thinking though, Katie, but no, yeah, Ben has been doing the show from the PlayStation room all morning. Can confirm he's moved to another room, which he likes. Lisa and Seaford Rise, what room do you think Ben could possibly be broadcasting from right now?
Good morning, guys. I'm praying for the kitchen. I like the kitchen.
Well, it's interesting you say that because we did recently do a kitchen renovation, so I do love the kitchen at the moment, but I'm not in the kitchen, sorry.
Oh, damn. Sorry, Lisa. Let's move on to Victoria from Andrews Farm. Let's see if we can get some clues here in the voice. Ben, you don't sound like you're in an echoey place. Can you give us like a cooey?
Yeah, sure.
Cooey! Oh, there was a little bit. Victoria, did you hear a little bit of it? Did that sound a bit like a toilet echo? I don't know. I feel maybe there was a little bit of sound bouncing around.
I'm going to say he's in the toilet.
No, I'm not in the toilet.
The room.
Look, I'll give another clue. The room is bigger than just the toilet, but it's smaller than a bedroom.
Okay, well, Malad from Brahma Lodge, with that clue in mind, it's not a toilet, it's bigger than that, it's smaller than a bedroom, though. Where do you think Ben could be calling from in his own house?
I was going to say a walk-in wardrobe, but, I mean, that's unusual, so maybe a rumpus room?
Rumpus room?
I don't have a rumpus room, unfortunately, my lad, but thank you.
No rumpusing
Why
going
don't I
on.
give...
Is there an audio?
Why don't I give another clue? Yeah. I'll give an audio clue, okay? You ready?
Okay. Oh, Nikita, I think I know where Ben could be. From that clue, do you think you know where he's broadcasting from?
No, I have no idea.
Just can we get that audio clue one more time there?
Certainly.
I mean, it sounds like a power tool.
So where could he be calling from?
Maybe a shed?
You've got it! Congratulations!
He's calling from the shed. That was a drill. Nikita, you've scored yourself a $200 Endota Spa voucher. Is that phone ringing coming from your end? Are you calling from an office, or does Ben have a desk table phone in his shed because he's so busy?
No, that's me at work.
That's from your end. I thought so, yeah. Yeah, I didn't think Ben's that busy that he needs a landline in his shed. Anyway.
Look, well done. That was a good game of room. And maybe to see us out, Liam, I can start up the lawnmower. How does that sound?
That would be bloody good. And sometimes lawnmowers are a little hard to start, I find. So the pressure's on here. See if you can get a nice clean pull and get it going.
All right. I do have to put the mic down, though. So once the lawnmower starts, you won't hear from me again, okay?
That's totally fine. Yep. Over to
right.
Ben's lawnmower now, coming live from his shed this morning. Oh, it's a good mower, isn't it? Yeah, that's good. That'd really get through the grass. You're on Nova.
Hope you're having a pod blast with the podcast.
What's trending?
Trending all over the internet.
Twitter. Instagram.
Welcome to Facebook.
Hey guys, well, in some Kath and Kim news.
There's always a joker in the pack. There's always a...
It's actually quite sad news. The famous house from the Kath and Kim series is currently being demolished.
How rude, Trude.
It is. It's an icon. Now, I'm from Melbourne where this was filmed. That house... Okay. That house, to me, is like more of an icon than the neighbours street. It is located...
Jeez, you got a lot of cool streets and stuff in Melbourne, hey? We don't really have a house where something was filmed. The Babadook was filmed in North Adelaide.
That's true. It's in Patterson Lake, so like southeast of Melbourne. If you didn't know, this house, the back of the house in the show has like that tiny backyard. Really, really small back fence. That back fence was actually fake. Behind that, the house actually goes down and they've got like a boat ramp and boats and they're on a huge dock and everything. It's actually
very
nice.
It was a fake fence?
Yeah, sorry to break it to you.
Next thing, you'll tell me Kel Day-Night doesn't really make sausages.
Well, it was sold back in 2016 and it's now being demolished. We don't know what's going to happen next. But
that should be a Kath and Kim museum.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, that was the museum and now, yeah. And Australia Post has revealed that the number of dog attacks on posties has risen.
They came bounding over.
I must admit, I thought that was kind of a stereotype, like the dog and the mailman having a love-hate relationship.
No, it's real. It's real. Did you know that Australia Post provide employees with training on dog safety?
For real?
Yeah, to be ready for this. But it's been recorded that around 1,000 posties are involved in dog attacks every year.
I'd like to go to one of those sessions just for the next time I go over to Ben's house and
Oh,
have to deal
come
with his
on.
dog. I think I'd like the training, know how to get in the fetal position and protect my vitals so he doesn't kill me.
I'll join you, Lee. And finally...
Well, now you're scared of the dog as well.
Yeah, it's a bit much.
Yeah, it's just... Ben was at the same wedding I was at.
You just hate dogs. You're just not a
I
dog
don't hate
person.
dogs,
You
I
do.
prefer cats.
You hate dogs.
You got to admit, after meeting the dog,
Yeah,
it
it was a lot.
Oh, shut
Anyway.
up,
And a huge congratulations to Emma Wiggle. Has tied the knot. She just got got married on Sunday to her partner, Oliver Bryan. It was apparently an intimate Pride and Prejudice-inspired wedding with only about 80 people. It was a sit-down lunch, and they actually emceed the wedding themselves.
I know she loves the Wiggles, but I wouldn't have gone with a yellow dress. I think that was a bit much.
It wasn't yellow.
That was the joke, Bill.
Oh.
The catering was shocking too, I heard. Only hot potatoes.
Oh, I see what we're doing. Okay.
Here's another bit of curry.
Here with Ben and Liam. I'm broadcasting from the studio. This morning, Ben is broadcasting from his PlayStation room.
Yeah, I must admit, it feels a little bit like I'm wearing one of those power bands, like a bit behind the eight ball on this. Like I'm kind of like, I'm late to the trend of getting COVID, and having to work from home.
Yeah.
First time I've ever had to do it. But yeah, hopefully I'll be in tomorrow, Liam.
Yeah, see, that's I'm not so convinced. You keep saying, like, "Oh, fingers crossed. Oh, I hope I don't have it." I reckon this is like your ideal time.
What do you mean?
Well, you had a wedding on the weekend. You had to come back to work on Monday, and I think this is the perfect time for you to be kicking your feet up and having a little staycation honeymoon. I think you planned this. I think you've been hanging around hospitals and such trying to get as many diseases as possible.
Look, I can see that it does seem quite convenient.
It's actually too convenient, actually. If anything, can you please send me the PCR results? Because I would like to see, like, I think in our workplaces normally have that thing. I would like, just for my peace of mind, because I'm like, yeah, you cough like a little bit here and there, but then like other times I'm like, no, it's totally fine.
When I show you my rat result, one of the lines is red, and then the other one, that might look like blue pen, but that's just how they look these days.
Yeah, no, because it looks like you've just got the old Sharpie out. Well, double lines. Suppose I better take the week off, eh? No, and I mean, your wife definitely has COVID. Like, she's confirmed.
Yeah, she's bedridden. Yeah.
Are you bedridden if you're eating chips, watching Netflix in bed with your feet up? You know, you're just in bed relaxing, having a good time. It's like the busiest working week of the year for her, right?
Yeah. So she works at Hague's, and Mother's Day, of course, coming up.
Yeah.
I think she'd be lying if she said she didn't want to get COVID a little bit so that she didn't have to go to work.
Also be lying if you said that this wasn't the perfect week for you to maybe not have to go anywhere for 7 days.
For sure. Yeah, look, let's all be honest with each other. Let's all be upfront and be honest.
Yeah.
I have caught convenient COVID.
It's rare, and most of the time, COVID is a real bee. It's ruining, weddings. It's keeping people from funerals. It's killing people in some instances. But every now and then, it's just good. It's not such a bad thing. It's convenient COVID. You've caught it, and now you've got an impromptu honeymoon. 13 24 10 if you've had some convenient COVID. Get in touch. To make it never good when you get the big C, but if it's convenient, it's not bad. You had it?
I did. I had 4 annual days booked off in between the Easter and Anzac Day long weekend. So I'd organised basically 11 days.
Yeah, it's so good.
Yeah, and I got it just before Easter, the week before. So my son got the last week off of school, and I got an extra week of holidays that joined on to my holidays.
Nice.
Just turned into an absolute monster.
That is great.
That is cool. You know what would be even better? You said before, but... hang on, so you had the week of COVID and then your holiday started?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's
perfect.
I came out of ISO on Easter Saturday.
Oh, I'm just dreaming about that now. That's a lot of days in a row.
Especially because, you're actually sick for a couple of days, but then, the other 4 days, essentially, you're sweet. You're just at home, chilling out.
Do what you want. How good's that, Tamika? Tara, you've also put your hand up. You're in the same boat as Ben. You've had some convenient COVID.
I have. I was booked in for an outpatient, a day procedure, and I conveniently got out of that, thanks to my children who got to school.
Right, but you didn't want the procedure?
Oh, not particularly, because it was a colonoscopy.
Oh, I see. I was going to say, because I'm like, you shouldn't be doing a procedure if you're not comfortable with it. I don't know who's forcing you to have this thing. I don't know, but right. So, yeah.
Obviously, the restricted diet leading up to it, only being able to have fluids and having, the inconvenience of running to the toilet non-stop.
But you would think, Tara, if you needed that in the first place, there'll come a time when
you probably should get it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Well, maybe I'll just keep catching COVID.
Yeah, wow. I also don't think that's healthy, Tara. I'm going to be forwarding you right onto your doctor right now. But thank you for joining us this morning. Tana, you've had convenient COVID, or is this someone else?
My mum had convenient COVID. She got it last year before Christmas, 2 weeks before to the day she was hosting. So then we had to go and buy all the food for Christmas. And
what a
she came out
dream.
Christmas morning.
A mum's dream. 2 weeks,
Yeah.
just chilling. Everyone else has to bring over the food.
Organising, and we're just, we're doing the duties.
I must admit, it is refreshing to get some positive COVID stories because they always are a bit sad, but these ones are like, oh, that's great. I'm so glad that they got COVID at that time.
That's it. And I suppose, Tana, as well, your mum could have, there is such a thing as click and collect. Maybe a little rude to say, no, mum.
No, she would never. She had to put it on us for sure.
No, I've ordered the groceries to your house. You can still cook for us. No worries. Yeah, no, you got plenty of time. You got 2 weeks. And that's the end of the Ben and Liam podcast. Second time ever we've done a show not in the same room together. Traditionally not something that we would like to do.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it started weak, it got there, and then it sort of teetered. But either way, I mean, I don't think you can sweat the small stuff. If anything, it's a bit of an excuse, isn't it? You're like, oh, well, whatever. We're not even in the same room, so...
Yeah. It's hard when you're not in the same room. There's a slight delay in the line. A lot of shows, this is just how they do it, which blows me away. Not Liam and I, though. We're the OG. We like to do it face to face.
Yeah, we like to do radio how the cavemen used to do it, in the same room together before, broadcasting out to the satellite dish.
Caveman radio, so the way Caveman radio started was Gronk. Gronk would bash Bonk over the head with a rock. Yeah, and they called that radio, and it's evolved a bit since then. But that's how they used to do it.
That was a secret sound. You'd have to guess who Gronk was, whose skull he was caving in.
Yeah,
the people would call as well on the line. Oh, that's Bonk, is it? It bloody is. Well done.
And,
you've won a wheel. We just
you
invented
won a
it.
wheel, and exactly
that sort of stuff.
What have you invented? You win some berries.
Yeah, bloody! I've invented this sharp stick that kills stuff.
Yeah.
Oh. All right. Well, if you've got any, you got any ideas, what should we call that? And then callers go, I reckon we should call it the kill stick. And then someone's like, oh, what about a spear? That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
You have walked away with some foliage.
Another similar game they used to play was it was called Beat the Bonk. It's like Beat the Bomb. But if you didn't beat Bonk, he'd cave your head in with a rock.
Yeah. You would have to run away from him, and he would try and there was they would have animals. Yeah. Would have sort of they'd have like a possum or something. And it would be running, and Bonk would be chasing it, and you'd have to cash out before Bonk squashed the squirrel. And if you would get the squirrel for dinner, if you got it in time, if not, Bonk would eat it. It's this is so a lot of people. This is what we learned in radio school. History of radio. It was actually one of my favourites. Sort of parts of the course. Learned a hell of a lot. Hell of a lot. And look, we can. I don't want to bore you. We're sort of radio nerds, so we love this sort of stuff. But we'll leave you to it. Ben, you are literally about to. I can see you're about to swivel around on that chair and start playing some PlayStation, aren't you? What games are on the cards today?
I'll be playing some Ghost of Tsushima. I'll be playing Moving Out. That's a fun 2-player game to play with your partner. Perhaps some PGA 2K. There's a few games on the cards. Maybe I'll download some new ones. I don't know. There's one called Marquette. It's like a love story. You have to solve puzzles to progress through the story. These are all options, Liam.
Yeah. What's Ghost of Tsushima about?
You play a samurai, and you have to avenge your fallen uncle.
That actually sounds pretty good, that one. Yeah, that sounds cool. Is
I
it in Japanese? Is it like...
You can play it in Japanese. Yeah, my brother, who's also played it, he played it in Japanese and said it was a far superior experience.
Did he learn...
I've thought about going to it.
Did he learn any Japanese?
I don't know. We learned it at 2Ls. We learned Japanese.
But
definitely when you play it in English... When you play it in English, it does seem a little bit like... Oh, they've just got white people to do Japanese accents. It seems a little bit dodgy.
Yeah, are we allowed to do that?
Yeah. I thought of another. I just remembered another caveman game they used to play.
Oh, what's that?
They also used to do 10 pounds of hay in May. So like all that, you could line your cave with hay in the month of May.
Oh my God, 10 pounds of hay in May. I can't believe it on Cave FM. Yeah.
This is Gronk on Cave FM. 10 pounds of hay in May.
Just for speaking to me in my cave, you could be walking away with about 10 bales of hay every day in May. We don't use the Gregorian calendar, so this competition's a little confusing to you all, but we're bringing it in. We invented the spear on this show.
How about that Gregorian calendar? Anyway, we should go.
Yeah. Catch you guys.
Bye.
Ben and Liam is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au.